Hello, come join me in the chat. Hello, new person, join me in the chat. Hello, Will. Monster is keeping me up yeah. I drank 2 cans while I was watching Stephen Page. And, yeah. I can't really get to sleep. I could see if there's anybody on Twitch, I guess. Hello, new person, feel free to join me in the chat. The other day when I was trying to watch Sip and Sing, the monster didn't do anything. I just fell asleep, and I think I tried to watch it about 6 times over the course of the rest of the night. I kept waking up and putting the Sip and Sing stream back on and falling asleep before I'd seen it. I think it was about 6 o'clock the next morning when I finally managed to get through it. Yeah, I guess so. Tiredness will win. Yeah. There's only so much caffeine can do. And taurine was, isn't it? Okay. I try to go for the sugar-free versions of it. There's about half a dozen of the flavours that have got no sugar, but some of the better fruity flavours and stuff are the sugar containing variety. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't drink much coffee myself. I've started having the occasional mocha. Oh, and Greg's doing a nice pumpkin spice latte at the moment. So I might have one of those in the morning when I go for my walk. I tend to drink coffee earlier in the day as well. So in fact, I don't really use coffee as a way to stay awake. Yeah, sensible. That's fair enough. I used to drink more tea than coffee, but just lately I've kind of switched back to drinking more coffee. And even then, it's not that much. I drink mostly fizzy pops. Again, I go for the diet or the sugar-free variety if I can. Uh, but yeah, go away. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting Facebook messages from some random marvelous, isn't it? I quite like a mint mocha sometimes, but I must admit the pumpkin spice latte is actually very nice. So I'll probably have another one of those. I don't, I don't know how much I like the taste of like a regular coffee, or I like it to have some other flavouring with it more so really. So I like the mint mocha, and the pumpkin spice latte is really nice. But having said that, I do like Tia Maria, and that's got a kind of coffee taste, I think. But again, I have Tia Maria with Coke, so I've got the sweetness of the Coke in there as well. I, plus, if I have if I have a coffee from Greg's, I usually put like 3 or 4 sweet sachets in it. I don't think I could drink black coffee. I have a bit of milk or sweetener in it. Yeah, it's there's a lot of varieties to choose from. Mm, that's fair enough. It's alright, yeah. It's a nice little bit of kit. I don't think I really noticed the 120 hertz refresh rate as much as I thought I would. I just swirl around as I normally do, and it's not really all that obvious. But it's a nice phone, definitely. It's significantly heavier than what I'm used to, so I went for the Pro Max. And I don't think I've really used the cameras all that much yet, so it's hard to say how good those are. But battery life was pretty fantastic. I charged it up at like midnight a couple of days ago, and it lasted through till 12 noon the the following day, 2 days after, sort of thing. Not 2 days, a day and a half after. 12 midnight through to the next 12 noon. You mean the refresh rate? Oh, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I did knock a big dent in it the other day when I started streaming on Haps on it for a while. I don't know if it would. I think I charged it fairly soon after anyway, just in case. But yeah. It's it can easily do a day and a half, 2 days on a single charge, as long as you don't put too much stress on it. But yeah, it's significantly better battery than the one I've just got rid of. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. I'm quite impressed. And I do like my leather case that I got for it as well. I kind of like the smell of the leather. And yeah. It's a bit of a shame that you can't see the colour of the colour of the back with the case on. I guess it looks beautiful, but I've kind of yeah. I kind of have to keep it in a case just to be on the safe side. I mean, I haven't managed to break a phone as yet. If I did manage to drop it on concrete or something, it would just happen to be the same time as I was going without a case. Hello, new person. Feel free to join me in the chat. Yeah, I kind of. Well, I picked. It was the one. It was the one of the four options that I actually really preferred, but it was also the exclusive colour for this year. It's the Sierra blue I went for, and I don't know. Yeah, you could. Only problem with, well, I don't know if it's the same with third party cases, but the Apple case that's transparent has a MagSafe ring on it, so it looks a bit. looks a bit funny. Really. It's not quite sleek look as you might expect. It's got a ring and a little piece below it for the MagSafe to work through it. So I'm quite happy with the colour of the case I've got. It's a similar colour to the phone. It's not all that far away, but yeah. Yeah. What phone do you have? That's true. Yes, that's the main thing. Are you an iPhone or an Android user? That makes sense, yeah. I've had mine for 3 years before I upgraded. I had the XS, so that's 2018 I had that. I'm glad I did. I've really enjoyed using it. I had a Samsung something or other before it, fairly cheap one. Not one of the flagships. I didn't have the. That's pretty good going. 5 years. I had the Samsung for. What did I have that? I must have had it for about 4 years. I forget, mustn't I? 15, 16, no, 3 years. I had a Samsung for 3 years, and I think I had to take it into the repair centre about 4 times. I've had the iPhone now for 3 years as well, and I've not once needed to have anything done to it. Twitter. I'm glad I went back to iPhone. I've had iPhones in the past. I can't remember which one. But going back to sort of 2010-ish, I think I probably had an iPhone around it, but then I didn't know what model was out at the time. Yeah. iPhone 4. I can't remember. I know I've had at least. Well, I think I've had at least 2 iPhones in the past. Before I had the XS, but I think I had them on contract, and this time round I bought it. I bought the XS and my new 13 Pro Max. Bought them outright. I don't want to get tied into a contract if I can help it. Three phones in 10 years. Yeah, that's good going. It is. I'm paying more. I'm paying more for the I'm paying more for my minutes and stuff that I did since I've got my 13 Pro Max, because I'm paying for the one that gives you 5G access, but still not too bad. As you say, it's definitely better to buy it outright than get tied in with a contract and have to faff about with that. Hello, new person. Feel free to join me in the chat. I was on a £6 a month goodie bag, they call them, a gift gaff. And I've used that quite happily for a while, until 2 months ago. I went up to the £8 plan because I was using a bit more data. And now, well, I'm still on the £8 plan for this month. When the next goodie bag renews, it'll be £10 a month, which is the cheapest package they offer that includes 5G. There are. I'm kind of limited by which network I can have, though, because EE and 3 don't give me a signal in my flat. Vodafone do, but they seem more expensive, so I'm kind of limited to O2. And of course, giffgaff runs on O2, so it's the same network essentially. So I'm with giffgaff for the time being. And they seem pretty reasonable. Yeah. I was with EE when I first moved into the flat like 6 years ago. And it was so annoying, because if I wanted to, if I wanted to make a phone call, I had to go and stand out in the garden to get a signal. So I'm not sure how their prices compare at the moment. I'm not really looked into it, but I couldn't use EE. It's ridiculous. No, it's not. It's a nuisance. But since I've been with O2, they've been fine. I get a clear signal in the flat, and I've never really had any problems getting a signal when I've been out and about either. So I'm quite happy. It is all I need, absolutely. Yeah. It's a good package though. You get unlimited minutes and unlimited texts. You just have to pay a different rate depending on how much data you need. And I think the packages start from like £4 a month for a goodie bag. I'm not sure how much I'll use 5G. I think I get a decent 5G signal in the flat, but I've not really tested it because I'm not entirely sure whether I'm supposed to be on 5G at the moment because I'm still paying the £8 a month rate. Whereas the 5G is supposed to be available with the £10 a month. Okay, yeah. Which network are you with? Are you with EE? Oh, Vodafone. Yeah, cool. I have tried a Vodafone SIM, but yeah, I think the prices were a bit much for what I needed. Oh, Claire Means is online. I may go and watch a bit of that. I tried BT with Tuesday, and I was like, you can guessing that. So yeah, I know EE brags about being the biggest mobile network or whatever, but they were no good for me. So all right, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put Claire on to fall asleep to. It's been fun chatting to you, Will. All right, I'll see you another time. Have a good night. Bye bye.